Does writing a song every day make you a better songwriter? Over the last 19 years, I've told hundreds of students to try this because the more songs you write, the better you're going to get at songwriting. But I know what you're thinking. Who the hell has time to do this? On my 41st birthday, I decided I was going to write 41 songs in 41 days to prove that even a busy 41-year-old man can find time to write and learn every day. But the results of this challenge were not what I thought they were going to be. This challenge was really hard.
Just look at the state of me after finishing the last song. Was I able to write all of these songs in 41 days? Let's start from the beginning.
To give myself extra incentive not to quit when things inevitably would become difficult, I decided to make a behind the scenes video for every single song and release these every day for 41 days. And I was confident that with a plan, I would be able to achieve this. I put together some templates in my DAW, I put together templates in my video editing software, and I put together all my notes and songwriting ideas, and I organised them as best I could. And for those days when I knew I wouldn't have much time, I put together a bunch of songwriting exercises, and I did learn some important lessons from these, which I'm going to come to very shortly. I got started on the challenge and writing the songs, and I decided to get 7 of them done before releasing any of the videos, just so I had a 7-day buffer to work with, just in case I started to fall behind. I kicked everything off with some songwriting exercises just to get the ball rolling and ease myself into it, and I'm really glad that I did, because song number 3 taught me a really important lesson that I'm going to take with me from now on, and it was inspired by a quote from Joni Mitchell. You can write a song about some kind of emotional problem you are having, but it would not be a good song in my eyes until it went through a period of sensitivity to a moment of clarity. Without that moment of clarity to contribute to the song, it's just complaining. This quote was extremely eye-opening for me. This point that a song's idea can have a moment of clarity or realization or transformation to it helps the song to have direction. And that isn't to say that every song needs to be written like this, but it's just something I never thought of in this way before. So I tried it for song number 3 and it didn't quite work. But I think I know why. I wrote this song about the frustrations of someone being stuck in a traffic jam. Why are you not moving? I'm seeing red, waiting for green, and some of us have places to be. In the moment of clarity, they actually get angry about a lot of trivial things and just needs to calm down. The reason that I don't think this song resonated with me is because it wasn't very personal to me. I couldn't help but worry that my ideas for songs were not going to be very good. But by law of averages, I thought going in, if I write 5 songs that I personally like and think are good, then I would see this challenge as a success. And on song 6, I had my first taste of success at this quantity yielding quality aspect of the challenge. I was taking my little boy to his swimming lesson, and we were talking on the way about why it was important to learn to swim.
We were talking, weren't we? And I said to you, it's good to learn how to swim so you don't have to hold on to me anymore. And I was thinking that's quite a metaphor for parenting, isn't it?
I came home and I wrote a song about teaching my son to swim, and the moment of clarity was that one day he won't need me anymore. So I wrote this song, and this was the first song in this challenge that I didn't just like, I loved it. You won't need to hold on to me anymore, 'cause I will teach you to swim on your own.
It sounds like I might be coming down with something. I'll talk to you about that in a moment.
Starting a song with a specific thing that I want to say or get off my chest might be the key to writing good songs. I realised a long time ago that starting a song from a blank page and just hoping some inspiration would fall out of nowhere makes songwriting near impossible. I started collecting song ideas, potential song titles, phrases I like the sound of, even words that I just like, and I've been collecting these for years on a spreadsheet I put together to keep everything organised, and I've made a blank version of this spreadsheet available for you for free. Just click the link in the description box below. Even though I had all of these ideas that I could use as potential starting off points, I just couldn't help but worry that none of my ideas would be good enough. And I was also concerned that writing songs from my ideas, especially ones that have a bit more depth and meaning to me, would be a lot more time consuming to write. It was only the end of the first week and time was already becoming a big issue. I forgot about school holidays. My son was off school for a week and I'd gone from writing 2 or 3 songs a day to now writing 1 song every 2 or 3 days. But I wasn't too concerned because I had this buffer of video. I wrote a few more practice songs using some exercises. But song 10, I decided to try one of my ideas again.
I'm finding this one so hard to write because I've got something that I like. Just translating that into some form of an actual point is proving so hard. Why is this song so hard to write? I can't help but thinking it is literally because I haven't thought of where it wants to go first. I mean, I've been working on it for like 3.5, 4 hours now, and I'm just repeating the same things over and over again.
Sometimes your ideas aren't very good, and you have to know when to move on. This song completely knocked my confidence. I'm the kind of person that likes to spend as much time as I can writing a song, so I want to sit down when my diary's free and I've got 5 hours to spare. The idea of going into this and finding just 5-minute chunks here and there wasn't appealing to me at all. But because I was loving songwriting so much, I was trying to find these little 5-minute snippets of time whenever and wherever I could. And I was really treasuring these little moments of time I had. Another positive was the quality of the songs I was writing. Now, yes, the recordings are demos and everything needs work, but I was really happy with how many songs I was writing that I actually liked. Songs 15, 16 and 17 were my hot streak during this challenge. Sitting by the fire, feeling the warmth. I'm sat right beside you, doing nothing at all. When I did start releasing these videos, which I'm going to come to in just a moment, this video received a comment that I think summed up the thoughts I was having. Great stuff. Watching these, I realised that songs are really written in moments. Like when you were sat by that fire, the essence of the song was written then. Then you have these sessions to graft out the details.
This is why I think it's important to collect ideas, so you've got options to use as starting points, not just a blank page.
As long as the idea, no matter how big or small it was, had something that I wanted to say, as long as the idea had some form of moment of clarity, realization or transformation, I knew it had potential to turn into a song. And if it ended up being a bad song, it didn't matter because it was just on to the next one anyway. This is when I realized that quantity wasn't just yielding quality. Quantity was bringing confidence, but I still wasn't releasing any videos. I started this challenge with a stupid point that I wanted to prove, that I could keep up with all of this writing, recording and video making alongside everything else I have going on in life.
No matter how much preparation work I'd done beforehand, I just couldn't keep up. It got to a point when
I just thought, fuck it, I've got to do this. So I clicked upload on that first video, and what would you know, the day after I uploaded that first video, I became ill. And when I did feel well again, I got laryngitis. And then it was my partner's birthday and we had a trip away, but at this point I'd burned through all of my back catalogue of videos, all of my buffer was gone. And to be honest, I completely accepted defeat. I didn't think about writing any songs once during this trip. I just stopped caring about getting the videos out every day. I went back to just enjoying writing songs.
Even though things were going to get in the way, just like they did on song 37.
It was a day when I actually had a good chunk of time to spare. So I started writing a song and then I almost immediately got a phone call of something I had to deal with. When I got back, I only had about an hour to spare.
And I had a new idea for a song that was really simple, and the idea itself was a moment of clarity. So I started to write a song
about keeping calm in stressful situations, and I absolutely love this song. You need to take a deep breath, you gotta stay calm. You need to take one sec and keep it on with it. And finally, I finished.
I'm done.
I wrote 41 songs.
It's taken me 72 days.
Yes, it took me 31 days longer than I intended it to. But why? Well, because who the hell has time to write a song every day? I'm not in my 20s anymore when I could indulge in things like this. I'm a 41-year-old man with a family, work commitments, and all of the other responsibilities that come with being middle-aged. But just because I didn't do it in 41 days doesn't mean that this challenge was a complete failure. I wrote 41 songs, recorded 41 songs, made 41 behind the scenes videos. I also put together 41 playthrough videos of each of those songs, and I made 2 update videos along the way. So as well as writing and recording 41 songs, I also made 84 videos in total. In 72 days, I achieved more in songwriting, recording, and video making than I normally would in over 2 years. But the main thing that I've gotten out of this challenge is confidence. This challenge has helped me to lose my inhibitions as to if a song needs to be good or not, and to just enjoy the process of writing. I was just seeing what came out, and if a song ended up being good, great stuff. If it ended up being bad, it didn't matter because it was just straight on to the next one. I was hoping to write approximately 5 songs that I personally consider to be good. I wrote 14 songs that I think have potential to become good with a bit of time and effort. 8 songs that I do consider to be good. 6 songs that I actually really do love and mean a lot to me. It's so easy to put off things that you want to do simply because you don't have the time that you want to spend on doing them. You have to make time to do the things you want to do. But having ideas and things to write about is difficult, but it doesn't need to be. So check out this video next where I explain how it feels to me like I have an endless list of ideas, so I never have to start from a blank page again.